Hello and welcome to this side-by-side racing league experience. Today we are going to circuit des Paul Ricard in the French into Europe at the great nation of France. Today this is going to be a bit of an early one, and I am joined here in the commentary box with Jack. Say hello.
Hello. How do you do?
So, so let's just get into the track details and everything like that. Just let me put the thing up. So as you can see up there, that it is a short qualifying 27 lap race around Circuit de Paul Ricard here for the SBS round 8, I believe, of the French Grand Prix. So, we've got a second length of 5.8 kilometres. The lap record was done by Sebastian Vettel with a 1:32.7. The first Grand Prix held was in 1971 in the Formula One sport, and this can be also big news because there are lots of corners to get some overtaking in and some just basically having fun out there. Pretty much every single first corners up there is going to have at least probably a good braking zone with some amazing moves going into turn 1, then turn 2, then turn 3, and blah blah blah. So let's just get into it, shall we?
Alright. I'm sending out the stream link.
Yeah, I'll do mine as well.
Share to
my channel. Circuit SBS Round 8, Circuit de Paul Ricard. What? Bobby, man.
Oh, I see one.
It's yours 3 times.
Oh my god. I feel, yeah, he put up both of yours.
Did he?
Yeah, he put up mine and yours.
Oh, okay.
I understand why you're quite angry about that. I don't blame you.
Choose one. Yeah, because you were up there for twice in a row Well, I was up for twice in a row as well. This is going to be my 3rd time being showed up. So, let's just check out the chat. But before I do that, I need to do something. Because I want to make a cool PFP for my video. I need a picture of the SBS logo.
For what?
For my thumbnail.
Oh yeah, right. I need to do that. I'm this dumb. I don't know how to log out my own account. You signed out. Yes. Thank you. Let's sign in.
Where's YouTube Studio? And then...
Oh, I don't know. Oh, God.
We've got 7 minutes left till it kicks off.
Alright.
So, what should we do?
Did you hear that Hamilton got disqualified from qualifying?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Didn't even think he would get disqualified, but I guess the DRS infringement was that bad.
Why can't I? What the hell?
It's my boy Imposter among one. Is there anyone you know who's good at France in this lobby?
No, I actually do not. It will just be a hit and run.
Okay.
It looks
So
like.
basically anyone can get pro at this point. Slapstream's been doing pretty well in this qualifying recently, so maybe he could get pole. Who got pole last race? Is it Epilute?
I don't know.
Actually, no, it was Jack's. No, it wasn't Jack's Gaming. It was. He was up there, definitely. I actually have no idea.
Someone's game crashed.
Oh no!
Oh wait, no, that was for a different league.
Oh god.
Rapid Racing League, not mine, not mine.
You're lucky. I think it wasn't even any more minutes.
Is anyone even on my stream?
I've got 2 people watching. Yeah.
I've got 2. I've got 1.
I'll start joining when I actually start. Alright. It's 9 to 6. Should be starting.
4 minutes left.
Hello? Give me a second. Hello?
Hello. No one's in Alfa Romeo yet.
Give me a second.
Freezy. You naughty man.
Naughty man.
Naughty, naughty.
Gosh.
We need an AlphaTauri, 2 Alfa Romeos, and a Alpine. Who else is an Alpine tonight? Hopefully Secklerman.
Yeah, he won the last race. 2 temps. He's gonna have to take a breather and a bow. Love that.
Yeah, it was literally me. Mr. BT. I think you should look out for Mr. BT. You should look out for Mr. BT. He's very, very good. Especially on France, he's a pretty good driver.
I have heard of him and seen him. So I think he's gonna be in a run for it.
Yeah, it's going to be a hit and run. I'm looking for, where's track info? There it is. So a bit more on the track info. There are 2 DRS zones. The best overtaking places are turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 5, and 6, 8 and 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. There is a speed trap in sector 2. There's a DRS detection zone just before turn 7 and turn 14. 3.6 miles on, once again, I'll say again, 5.8 kilometer racetrack. So hopefully it's going to be no chaos going into turn 1, because there's going to be dive bombs. I won't be surprised, but it's going to be, I've seen lots of dive bombs in my past. Too many dive bombs. $16 people in 1 minute, almost half a minute left.
Alpha are a disaster. That is true.
There is no one in Alfa Romeo. We only need
no one.
One eye open when I'm sleeping. One eye. I really want to at everyone just to annoy them. So Robbie's in. He's at Alfa Romeo.
Alright, where's the other one?
Stigmatic. We need an AlphaTauri and an Alfa Romeo. And an Alpine.
So 3 left. Alright.
Okay, are we readying up or not?
I just need choked on something. Oh. I think you should start running up right now. What are you laughing at?
You don't need to know.
Alright. Literally 2 seconds ago, we were saying Alfa Romeo's a mess. Look at them now. They've got both drivers in.
Now we need an Alpha Tower and an Alpine, that's it. Probably starting at 6.
Hope Secklerman gets in.
Yeah, I'm hoping for Secklerman. Please, Secklerman. I'm waiting for you.
I'm gonna make a song about Secklerman. Oh, Secklerman.
XD Paco. Bobby 555 start. Wink wink. No, it's 6. What the?
It's just getting pushed back.
I swear to God, if this is gonna do a precision again, I'm gonna be mad.
It's going to be Belgium 2021 all over again.
Yeah, pretty much. It's gonna be Belgium 2021 all over again. It's just gonna be like 5 minutes, then another 5 minutes, then another 5 minutes, then another 5 minutes, and then we'll go past 7, and then we'll be like, another 5 minutes, another 5 minutes.
I'll be like, let me think. Let's add another 5 minutes.
Just please.
Epic and Jamboy actually know what to do. The others are just like, what do I do?
Need an AlphaTauri.
Alright.
Oh no.
What?
Nothing. Leighton was about to spam at everyone, but someone stopped him.
Oh, he did.
Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. Come on, there's 3 people readying up to one of them spamming, which is Mr. BT. I bet he's like hitting the X button like this.
It's just like...
Oh no. He's like this. Okay, he's stopped now. I swear like he's watching one of us. Oh, Jamboy, just noticed you in the chat. Sorry if that was pretty late. But,
Oh, that's a smooth operator.
Smooth operator. Don't know something with the us with the smooth operator. Smooth operator. Smooth operator.
I want to wet. Wait, no. Alright, let's start this again. I want a wet race, wet quali, except, I mean, actually no, I wanted to turn dry halfway through the race and then have to switch onto wet tyres on the final lap.
3 people on the stream. 5 people have readied up. Quillian is boss. Pelic, Jambo XD Paco. 6 now. Bobby, okay, Bobby's readying up, so everyone else should. Yep, everyone's readying up. So let's get ready with 2 man down. They'll probably join.
Let's get ready to rumble! Sorry, I really want to do that.
Who do you think's gonna get pole position for these 18 minutes?
I think it's either one of two people for me. I think it's going to be either Mr. BT or Slapstream. One of those two.
Very wise choice. I'll say XD Paco, Slapstream, Jamboy, or Mr. BT. Mr. BT might have a chance, but overall, I'm feeling XD Paco might sniff through and get a P1, but you never know.
You never know. This is SBS Racing League. Anything can happen.
SBS knowing us side by side, and it's actually telling the truth. It is a side by side racing league, so you know it's gonna be a fun one out there.
Go follow the TikTok. Do it now.
Not right now.
Actually, no, because you're gonna miss quali. Don't do it now. Do it after the race.
You do it after the race. Do it at 7:30 or something. Whenever the race finishes, or in the closing stages of the race. It's up to you. Whenever you want to do it.
Just
Who's
don't
gonna
miss
be
the
the
race
first
or
lad
anything.
out? Who's gonna be the first lad out on track? I can already hear a car, and it's a
that's
Red
a Red
Bull.
Bull.
And it's Screaming Crow.
There it goes.
And there's someone else on track. I believe that's a House of Rally. Or no, that's Jamboy. So off Jamboy pops out of the pit lane as he speeds now down the French straight. This is going to be a bit of a living up place because it's maybe a 5.8 kilometer circuit, but I mean it is narrow compared to like other circuits, like for example Abu Dhabi, well, not Le Castle, but because that's where this is. The Castellets. We are in Le Castellets.
Right.
Ahoy, France. Let's go. And the both Hasses are currently out on track. Best of luck to those lads. Let's check out the tyres. Not that much people going on mediums. Do you think that's a strategic tactic, do you think?
I think what they want to do is they want to start on the medium tyre because this could be a big advantage. For example, the soft tyres wear out way quicker than the mediums, and if an early safety car comes out, usually during when those soft tyres usually pop off, and this could be a great time for them to stay out and take a really good advantage.
That is a very interesting answer. And as Among One just goes into the reaches of Sector 2, as there's a yellow flag into one of the nearing the final corners of Sector 3. I think he's had a spin because Riley's now got an invalidated lap time.
Over here, you've got Screaming Crow going out for his flying lap. So, through Sector 1, first two turns, a nice... Oh, there's a massive crash! The Ferrari's gone off the circuit! That's a Ferrari, and I think that's a Haas as well.
Can I tell you what happened? So Jamboy was going in so Bobby wasn't really getting out of the way going into turn 1, and Jamboy slammed into the side pod of Bobby, and that went both of them wide, and there's some damage I think on both cars. Not that much on Bobby, but lots of damage on Jamboy. Oh, they're in contact. They are really fighting. They are real. This is how much aggression goes on in this league.
I really want to say to both of them, sorry for interrupting, I really want to say to them, calm down lads, it's only qualifying, because he's already lost a front wing. Let's have a look at Resolute Rally. So he's going through Sector 2 at the moment, running through in Sector 3. So, into the last couple of corners now, just don't go wide on the exit, and perfect.
That's nice to hear down there, as I'm currently on board here with Jack's Gaming now going down into the Sector 2 straight. Also on the first DRS zone. Well, second or first, it's up to you, however you want to decide it. Hopefully it does not go wide into to turn 11 and turn 12, but looks like he's done it very nicely. As Elliot Bro is on the that were a lap by Rally on 30.3. Sorry to interrupt you just there. Alright, looks like you don't want to currently... Oh, he's lagged out. Have you lagged out? He has! Oh no, this is a you already know this is crazy if someone's lagged out. We already know this is crazy when someone's lagged out. Oh my days. So it's only... I think it's just going to be a one-man show for now. On board with Jack's Gaming gets 131.1. Pretty close to the... Because there's a team... Oh, Imposter among one. Short of Rally's mark. But so far... it's been a pretty close qualifying other than Jax's lap. It hasn't been the greatest down there with the 131.1 with the other skilled drivers. But... it's life. As A-Race 1K will now cross the line, it will be a 131.2, just shortly behind Jack's Gaming. JD John going around the final corner, he's going to cross the line with a 131.3, so he's going to be behind a Rise. Leighton, team orders, I guess. Yep, team orders. As XD Paco lets his teammate by. Currently AHO's championship leader, he is participating today, as he will now cross the line with a 129.9. That is a stunning lap from him. Going into turn 1 now. That's gonna pretty much flip the tables on this qualifying here. On board here with Elliot. Elliot Bro 30 going around the final corner. He's gonna go down the straight in the Ferrari power. And Leighton comes close to the 129.9 as Elliot gets 4th fastest. That's not a bad lap. As Robbie almost goes wide, he needs to brake a bit more harder. That's going to cost him some time at the moment as we catch him there. JD John going into the runoff area. Will AHI go out for another? Doesn't look like... No, he is. He is going top speed. So, 5 people on the stream, thank you very much. We are trying to hit our goal of 60 subscribers before the end of the year. As AHI will now round one of the quickest parts of the circuit. 167, 100. Ooh, these are some nice performed corners. Performed by AHI, but I think he's going to go, he's going to go clear into the pits. I already knew he didn't have pace. I already knew he lost it. So, just on board here with Jamboy. Turns out he's on his lap, but he has invalidated it. So, I don't think he's noticed just yet, but he should notice anytime soon. Updated laps here. P1 is AHR with a 129.9, Leighton with a 130.2, Raleigh with a 130.3, Elliot with a 130.4, Imposter with a 130.5, Aros with a 130.6, Quillian with a 130.7, Slapstream with 130.8, Jax with a 131.1, and then Jong with a 131.3, rounding out the top 10. The 2 others who have set a lap, which are out of the top 10, is Bobby and Robbie with a 131.5 and 134.7. Okay, so far, nothing really to commentate about, other than Border now entering his lap time. Hopefully, he does not want to do a mistake here. He doesn't want an invalidation. As he now rounds one of the tightest parts of the track. Is just pretty much straight brake, straight brake, straight brake. As Border goes a bit wide, but luckily no invalidation. Jack, did you lag out?
My electric cut off.
Oh, okay.
This is like the 3rd time today.
Okay.
So annoying.
As border now rounds turn at 10 to 12. Masters it beautifully. Does not get an invalidation. So if he keeps this up for the rest of his lap, he's gonna do a little spark here. 6 people on the stream now. I think border bounces off the curb there. That's gonna cost his time, as he now rounds one of the quickest and one of the most slowest parts of the corner. Now rounding the penultimate corner, down the final one, and he's now gonna go down the straight. It's not gonna be beating HI. It's not gonna be Leighton, but it's gonna be P10 pushing down his teammate JD Jong out of the top 10. Also, now once again we're gonna do another update because it's kind of changed. Because now Screaming Crow is at the back in 14th with a 146.1. JD Jong with a 131.3 now in 11th. Bobby in a 12th. Sir Robbie in 13th. But this is how your top 10 now looks like. Not really a big change, but in first is AHI with a 129.9. Later with a 130.2. Rally with a 130.3, Ellie with a 130.4, Jamboy with a 130.5, Imposter with a 130.5, a Rise with a 130.6, Quillian with a 130.7, Slapstream with a XD Paco 129.8. That is a half decent lap time, but
okay, back in the lobby. Let's have a look. Was it Paco set us lap?
Yeah, just in time. You came in just in time, so I'll just let you take away because I was commentating for the past like 3 minutes.
My bad. Okay, sorry. Let's see. Is anyone on their flying laps? Because I need to put my settings back on. Jesus.
I'm checking out Elliot here.
Okay,
I think you should check out Mr. BT.
I'm checking. Actually, no, Jambo's on as well. Let's have a look at Imposter at Mungwan, my favourite on the grid. He's going through the 3rd sector at the moment. He's going through the last couple of turns around this nice left-hander, and then onto the final corner. Try not to go wide on exit. Perfect. Lovely. It's a 129 for Mr. BT. 129.4. Imposter among them comes across the line now. He improves his time, but he doesn't go up any positions. He stays safe.
Yes, and as you mentioned... Oh, sorry.
That's my bad. Yeah, you go.
Oh, okay. So, with one more driver still set to lap, this is how your 17 now drivers look on the grid with 5 minutes remaining. So in P1 is Mr. BT with a 129.4, and it looks like to do another lap again because he is going as fast as he can. XD Paco in 2nd with a 129.8. His championship rival AHI is in with a 129.9 in 3rd. Another championship rival, Leighton, with a 129.9. Slapstream in 5th with a 130.3. Rally with a 130.3 in 6th. Ellie and the Ferrari with a 130.4. Imposter, AHI's teammate with a 130.4 as well in 8th place. In 9th place is Jax Gaming with a 130.5. Jamboy with a 130.5 as well, and that's your top 10. This is how the rest of the grid now looks like from 11th to 17th. 11th is Quillian with a 130.5. In 12th is A Rise with a 130.6. In 13th we've got Border with a 131.1. Sir Robbie with a 131.3 in 14th. JD Jong with a 131.3. In 16th, the Racing League owner, Bobby, with a 131.5. And then in Screaming Crow, in last place, well, currently who haven't set a lap, with a 146.1. And yes, Quillian has just retired.
Why on earth did you do that?
What?
What happened there?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I was gonna say, one of the Williams, I'm not sure who it was, but they were on a flying lap, and then I must have got their lap invalidated because they were going really quick, and they probably could have set the fastest lap, but Just wanted to mention that.
Yeah, that's fine. You can commentate a bit if you want it.
Yeah, I was just mentioning.
Okay.
This has nothing to do with it. I just wanted to say something.
Okay.
It may sound stupid, but do you know when you do a YouTube stream and on the bottom bar you can like write something?
Mhm.
I changed mine to say, "Please follow. I'm homeless." I don't know why. I just had the feeling. But many drivers are coming out for their final laps now with screaming corridor tyres. He's not had a good qualifying at all. And Mr. BT, I want to say quickly to you, mate, you have just brought back the glory to Red Bull, because now they could be getting a pole.
Just like in Britain.
Exactly.
Because Pellet got a pole in Britain, but he unluckily spun into cops with the great Verstappen and Hamilton moment, but it was just Border and Pellet. And
Yeah.
that was just what happened. And then I swear there was one more Red Bull pole. I think it was from either Lucas or Liam. I don't think Liam participates in this league anymore. I might be wrong. But
many drivers are going to start coming out now in the final laps.
yeah, 100%.
Let's watch XD Paco. He's in third at the moment. He's on his outlap, and he would like to improve on his time. As Elliot returns. Okay. There's a yellow flag in nearly every sector, which is nice. You know, a nice sweet touch of what F1 Open Lobbies is, but it's not Open Lobbies, it's SBS Racing League. Paco's best time at the moment is a 129.879, which compared to the leader is around 4.5 tenths away. A high 2003, he's staying in the pit lane. His gap is under a tenth, maybe even a 100th of a tenth. So 100th of a second even is the gap. So I'm not very sure why he didn't come out. Now both the Williams are going to be on their flying laps, and they're going to be very quick.
100%. And as I now go on board here with Leighton going into turn 4, I believe that was. It's going to be I'm pretty much going to be on board with him for the rest of his lap here, as he now rounds turn 7. Great corner for moves, because it is a high-speed corner, and high-speed corners can give you some moves to accomplish. As he now goes into turn 8, I believe that is, turn 9, and then leaves out for turn 10. Pellic is comfortable with his P4, so and AHO is comfortable with this. Oh, I just noticed Slapstream's 0.002 of a second off Mr. BD. So that is amazing for McLaren. It's going to be Mr. BT P1 and probably Slapstream P2. But XD Paco might say a good lap time because he's got a good sector 1 there. Let's see how he does in sector 2. Will it be purple? No, it won't. It will just be a bit quicker. As Leighton will now go around the final corner, speeding down the start-finish straight, and he's going to cross the line. It's not going to be P1, it's going to be P4, just behind AHI. And now let's go back on board with his Williams teammate XD Paco, as he now rounds the penultimate corner into the left-hander, now dives down into the hairpin. Can he get a good one off the corner exit, and he's going to cross the line. I don't think it's going to be a P1.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be P4 pushing down his teammate. How about Jack's game? Can he scrape himself out of the top 10? Little to no fuel. He's not going to get pole, but he's going to get a 130, and it's going to be a 130.6, 2/10 off his fastest lap. So this is pretty much how your grid will now currently look like. Will be Mr. BT in P1, Slapstream second. That's the first row. Second row will be AHI and XD Paco, both championship rivals. And the third row will be Leighton and I think Pellick. On the fourth row is Elliot and JD John. On the fifth row is Border and Imposter. On the sixth row is Rally and A Rise. On the seventh is Jack and Jamboy. Jackson Jamboy. On the 8th will be Quillian and Sir Robbie. And then on the 9th one, the final row, will be Bobby and Crow, but Crow, I believe, has lagged out. So this is going to be a good one. So let's get this party started. Let's get those 27 laps up and running, and let's get a good race for this one, for this racing league.
Let's hope we also get a clean race as well, unlike some others. But also, I would like to mention two things. One, none of the championship contenders got onto the front row, and two, I said that Slapstream and Mr. BT were going to do great. They looked out the front row, and the cap was only 300 thousandths of a second as well.
As I now will... Oh, sorry.
My bad.
Oh, okay.
You go.
As of now, I will check out the championship, if I can even find it. Yep, I can. So currently, AHI is in first place with Leighton 1 point behind. Third is XD Paco with, I think, 8 points behind. Then it's Bobby in fourth, Border in fifth, and 1-1 in sixth, Rally seventh, Robbie 8th, Pellick 9th, Slapstream 10th, Seclaman 11th, Jamboy 12th, Lucas 13th, A-Rise 14th, Essex Perry 15th, Crow 16th, Nanite 17th, Stigmatic Drip 18th, Quillian 19th, Josie 20th, 21st Ryzen, 22nd Muhammad, 23rd Kagwa, 24th Aussie, 25th JD Jong, 26th Phil, 27th Winter Travis Winterman, 28th Eskboy Jim, 29th Mr. BT, and then in last is currently Jack's Gaming. So if you want to, Jack, you can take away the start, or I can, it's up to you.
Alright, you did it last time, so can we both agree? I'll hand it over like halfway through the first lap.
Okay.
I don't want to be too greedy, so.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, so formation lap. Everything's going well. No disqualifications. To be honest, I don't think I would expect any. They're all very clean drivers, and I would never match up to them in a 5 lapper or a 50% or whatever.
Sorry to interrupt you, but both strategies on my screen I think came up as 2 stops, so that's going to be an interesting one. What do you think of that?
I did see that.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I did see that. Softs to mediums to hards, I think it was.
And soft to mediums.
Double mediums. Interesting. I honestly think if you're going the aggressive strategy, then you're going to be on the better strategy. I think if you were to go on hards, you were definitely going to be the slower car out there. And if you're in the lead with those tyres, then you need to defend a hell of a lot, because during the end of this Grand Prix, there's going to be a massive difference between the mediums and hards.
So
include as Mr. BT's disconnected.
Cag was disconnected.
Cag was.
He's not even participating, but never mind. Yeah, Mr. BT, I think, is disconnected. That's going to be a letdown for Red Bull. This is not a great day for the Red Bull party. I think the team principal will have a say on that one. So you take away the start. So have a nice start to commentate.
Right. Screaming Crow filling out the back row. Everyone's lined up for the start. Mr. BT lines off on pole. 5 red lights. And it's lights out, away we go. Mr. BT gets a decent start, but Slapstream is falling behind as he is steaming into first. The Mercedes is making a move on XD Paco as well as Mr. BT is also dropping back since he is in AI mode. I think I saw one of the others going off track, but Slapstream is in the lead ahead of XD Paco and IA 2003, which is looking to the outside at the moment behind. The Alpha Tauri is trying to get past Leighton, but at the moment can't get past as there isn't any overtaking spots. But now we're on to the long straight. He's going to have the slipstream and probably the ERS as well, and he's going to zoom past Leighton without anything else, and into 4th goes Apollock. Down to 5th goes Leighton.
Yes, and that was a very good fight you just commentated, and the start. And now AHI is slowly catching up to XD Paco. Will he maybe get a nose around the outside or maybe down the inside? Not quite. It's 1/10 of a second. He doesn't want to crash with his championship rival, who is only 8 points behind him. Ooh, tried to make a move around the outside, but I think got a little bit of brake checked. With XD Paco here, rounding 8 people on stream. Jeez. AHI 4/10, Pelic shortly behind. It's a big fight for P2 here, Slapstream. This is a big credit for Slapstream, because he can just run away into the distance while everyone just fights for P2.
I'm not very sure what happened to Imposter Among One. He's now 7 attempts behind the Red Bulls, 7 seconds behind the Red Bulls, and in last.
Very interesting. Sorry to interrupt you.
So I must have had a first lap incident as Resolute Rally's in the pit lane. Must have damage, I think. We're going to have a look at that. Yep, does have damage on the medium tyres. Maybe a long stop as usual. And he's let pass through. Now behind everyone, he's going to have to hope and wait until
Sorry to interrupt you, but AHI has just done a brilliant move on XD Paco. Very sorry to interrupt you there.
Oh, that's fine. Hi, 2003. I didn't see it. Must have been amazing.
It was. So going down the straight, AHI had the slipstream. He pulled out to the right and made the move around the outside on the outside just before the corner. A bit of a Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton in France.
Oh, very closely between the Aston Martin and the Ferrari. Elliott and JD Jong. JD Jong goes wide. He's on the inside. They're getting very close here, side by side. Still wheel to wheel here in the 3rd sector. They could have touched, and they got very close to touching. But now entering the final turn, they're gonna still be side by side. So, and JD Jong gets back ahead, but the Ferrari of Elliott's gonna have the slipstream. He pulls to the inside into turn 1. Is there going to be any contact? No, there isn't. Both drivers fighting for their lives out there. As Aston Martin and Ferrari still go wheel to wheel, and a Ferrari just stays ahead. And what a fight that was.
Okay, I literally looked at it in my background, and there's a big fight for P1 here between the McLaren and Mercedes, between Slapstream and AHI. AHI will pull out to the left. Side by side, and he's done the move. Wait, halfway through the straight. That is going to be a good move from AHI. That was amazing.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. As he is now passed, but not for long. Slapstream's back for more. He's got the dessert in his hands. He's on the inside. Slapstream on the outside. Nearly made contact. I think they just a little bit grazed of the wheels there. But they came out unscathed and no damage, and that high had came out with the dessert, and he is in 1st.
Yes, and now this battle for P1 is growing because XD Paco is slowly catching up. Well, not anymore, but earlier he was. And as AHR now rounds the final corner, Secklerman will have DRS after that DRS detection zone into turn 14. But he's not going to have the pace to catch him up. AHR will go quicker. But as he goes into the turn 1, Slapstream had a big advantage and went so fast going down the straight and pretty much catched up to AHI. But AHI was starting to run away again with his gold medal.
Interesting here, I'm just watching the fight between 5th and 6th. It's Elliot again, and this time Epilik. The fan gets thrown up there by the Ferrari as he gets pushed wide, and now JD Jong is getting back into this fight. He could make this free wide into this corner. The Ferrari has DRS, and through he goes. JD Jong's up to 6th. Elliot stays 5th, Epilik down to 7th, and also, I forgot to mention, Leighton also got ahead of, I think it was Elliot as well, who got into 4th, he got overtaken.
Oh my days! Pelik has banged into JD Jong, has gone running wide. Sorry if I did interrupt you, but they just went side by side, and Pelik just ran straight into JD Jong and made contact, and Pelik just ran straight wide into the blue lines.
Really? Did he actually do that?
Mhm.
Oh gosh. Don't know if that was on purpose or not. As we see an AlphaTauri in the pits, it's Epilik. He's in the pit lane. Does he have damage from that impact? I think he might.
He does.
I don't think he would be in the pits for any other reason.
I think he does have damage. Yes. Yeah, he does have damage. I can see a front wing. Oh no! He's just going into the pits.
He either did have damage and refused to change it, or he didn't have damage in the first place. Looking at that front wing, to be honest, I don't see anything. On go the mediums. Is he trying to do the undercut here on the others ahead? Because if so, this could be a very clever idea, but this early? Really?
This early, surely not. Sorry,
my bad.
Oh, okay. Elliot is now going to pull out to the left and try to make a move on later, but he backs out to hope nothing is going to go wrong with the two parties. And not. Oh, guys, Elliot has a spin! He slipped on a banana and he's crashed into the wall with his rear wing. As now Sir Robbie's catching up to the Ferrari, but that was very unlucky for the Ferrari driver.
That scared the life out of me. I just saw a Ferrari spinning on my screen, and I was just like, "Oh my god, mental." That's the. He's not going to want to remember that for much longer. Maybe he don't think he wants to remember this race unless he gets somewhat of a comeback. Okay, 2003 in the pits as well, and so is Slapstream, and so is Leighton.
But Paco's staying out of everyone. Strategy. Will Pelik's undercut work? Let's go on board with him. Going into turn 14. Will it work? AHI jump starting now out of the pits. As Pelik goes down the straight, it will work on Elliot, but will it work on Slapstream or Leighton? No, I do not think so, but it did work on Elliot though.
Very good. I do say the undercut did work.
Well, half worked.
Half. Yeah. And so now these three all make their pit stops. They don't have to worry about that anymore. They just have to worry about keeping up with each other.
Yes, and there's not really that much fuss to commentate about other than Bobby just slowly catching up to to ARI, and then Slapstream is slowly catching up to AHI, who's currently in P8. Mr. BT in the pits, the ghosted Mr. BT and Ghost Screaming Crow, the Ferrari, the Red Bull double.
Right. Am I the only one seeing a darkened sky now?
Yeah, it's gonna be raining, surely.
It's gonna rain! Oh boy. This is gonna be an interesting race to commentate, as the top two of XD Paco and JD Jong are in the pit lane. Will they be able to
Yo, Tiger Boy, how are you, mate?
Huh?
Someone's on the stream.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Sorry, sorry if I interrupted you.
Paco doesn't overcut anyone. In fact, he gets passed by Epic as well.
I'm good, thank you very much.
JD Jong slips in behind. Now it's Jamboy in the lead, but he obviously hasn't hit. He's at the moment, if I'm going to calculate this right, around 10 seconds ahead of Our High 2003, which is the person in the lead, depending on who stops in here. So when he pits, he's going to be way behind the others.
Yeah, that is very, very true. And Pelic is now catching up to XD Paco. He's probably going to pull out to the left, or maybe even to the right here. But he will, I think, pull out to the left. Will he go around the outside? Will he do a deep dive? No, he won't. He's going to stay behind him. But going into this high-speed corner, he's going to try and make a move. And can he get it done? They still go side by side. They almost made contact. It was getting very touchy between the two. And it will stay, and next back will live to see another day. As Leighton is now going to catch up to Slapstream here, going into turn 14 as AHI goes a bit wide, just in the middle of it, of that left-hander. Bobby in the pits, so Pelic's undercut strategy is slowly working, but Bobby's going on the hards. That's pretty bold of him. What do you think of that?
I think hards. He's definitely going softs to hards to mediums, but if he pulls in, definitely if he started on the softs, which I know he did, he's going to be on the hards, possibly to the end of the race. But I honestly think myself, if the medium tyre runners at the front can stay on their tyres without killing them, then they can have a chance of possibly getting in a very good strategy, because I already mentioned this before, the rain could be coming here, and so if they're going to stay out, then the people who had already pit are having a massive disadvantage.
Yeah, that's very true, and Leighton is trying to make a move on Slapstream. Slapstream goes wide, and that's going to cost Slapstream as Leighton almost dived down the inside. Will he do it? Try again? Yes, he will. Down the inside, they made contact, and Leighton has spun it. He did not slip on a banana. It was a shell being thrown at him this time, going into turn 13, I believe, or turn 12. Oh, he's done it again this time with JD Jung, but luckily he holds it this time. That's a big letdown for Williams.
Oh Lord, have I seen something in my life? That's going to be thrown up the stewards right away. Right after this race is finished, that's going to be going right to the race stewards. I can tell you that.
Yeah, that's 100% true. And going further down the field, as Elliot has had a spin going into just the exit of turn 2 here. This came from Elliot from a good qualifying to a bad race. That is not good news. But as I said earlier, going down the field, Rally is trying to make a move here on Jax Gaming, who is trying to defend hard. If I mean hard, I mean hard on Rally here. Elliot's lagged out, and they make contact, the Haas and the McLaren, as Rally trying to speed down, going down the straight. He's going to pull out to the left. It's going to be side by side. Can he do it? Can he do it? Yes, he can. He done it with ease. He just made that look easy.
Wonderful move by Grizzly Rally. He has proved himself in other races like these, and if he can get points for Haas's race, then that would be an absolute miracle.
Yeah, if he gets points for Haas, which Jamboy can even possibly get, it's going to be a big up for the team of the Haas.
He goes wide though. Jax Gaming slapped right back past. He sends it right up the inside. A very, very dodgy move. And this is getting very close between them. and both of them are fighting for 11th at the moment. But although it might be out of the points positions, you never say that is not an interesting fight, because these two are very skilled drivers. As out of the pit goes Arise 1K, and Jack's Gaming stays ahead. Right. Slapstream is catching up once again to Ahai 2003. These guys are going to be very close to each other very quickly. As behind, XD Paco, he just got passed by Epilic 14, and now these two are going to be under a massive fight here, entering the third sector. Now, he's going to pull to the inside, goes XD Paco, through. Now he goes. Yes, he does. There's a yellow flag. What's happened here? Is that a pile-up or something? I think everyone was just going very slowly.
1 sec. You can commentate for now, because Mr. BT has asked for an invite, so I'm just going to invite him.
Still be points for Haas, but would also be still a loss. Williams has spun. That's Leighton again. Leighton's had another spin and another contact with another car. This time it's with JD Jong. Or was it his teammate or Epilic? I'm not very sure, but he made contact with another car. And that's another spin for Leighton today. That is not what he wanted. So, back up to the front. Slapstream still in third. Mr. BT's back. I don't think he'll be very happy. He's in last at the moment, behind his teammate. And also, Pack Row, or last two places on the grid are Red Bulls. But back up to the front. Slapstream got DRS on Ahi 2003. Will he be able to get past with the DRS? No, he won't. He'll have to wait until the next DRS zone for a really good chance at running onto him, because now this is game on. These two are fighting for the win here. So Ahai 2003 needs this win for the championship. Slapstream wants his first win in SBS Racing League. Who's going to get it their way today? We'll have to find out, as the gap between Slapstream and Ahai 2003 is around only a couple temps now, as we run into the chicane. DRS was enabled. That doesn't change a thing. He doesn't get the move done, which is a massive disappointment. Although Ahai 2003 does have penalties, he is still ahead, which is, again, big disappointment. Yeah, Ahai 2003 has 3 seconds from corner cutting.
Sorry to interrupt you, but there's a big fight for P4 here between Paco Pelic and JD Jong. All of them, I think, separated by 2 turns because my interval screen is glitched out and I can't see them. As JD Jong is now trying to catch up to Pelic. On board here with the man in the middle of this fight in P5 and the AlphaTauri, Pelic, as he's trying to catch up to XD Paco, gets the DRS. Gets the slipstream on the straight. Will he pull out to the left, maybe to the right? He's going to pull out to the right, but XD Paco shuts the door on the bronze medal. So currently, for now, XD Paco's P3 is his, but later it can be all changed.
Alright, very interesting between them because they are going to be fighting for a podium place here. But ahead, you've got a massive fight growing up with Slapstream and High 2003 for the lead this. The gap is only 3 tenths. Slapstream's been closing it for the last couple of laps, but he hasn't been able to get past as Mr. BT sets a fastest lap, but is still a lap down after his internet problems. And behind, Epilik and JD Jong. JD Jong's on a spin. He's right round. His car is gone, and that is a massive disappointment for the Aston Martin team. The boss is going to be having his hands in his head. That is a race ruined for JD Jong. Could have been a podium, should have been a podium, but it wasn't. It just all fell apart so quickly.
Yeah, that's very unlucky. But going further now up to the grid, it is once again the AHI and Slapstream fight, as Slapstream is catching up once again to AHI going into turn 1. Can this be a great move going to maybe down the inside? No, he's going to stay behind AHI there, so there's still going to be some chaos as I need to just do something.
Take over?
Yes please.
Alright, so the gap is closing for a couple laps now. The gap is now 5 tenths. Slapstream's going to get DRS, but will High 2003 be able to defend from Slapstream's aggressiveness? Because this is going to be a very close battle with the DRS enabled into the chicane. He's not going to send it. He's going to brake very late though to and he's been robbed off a win before because of his own penalties. He's learned off his mistakes, and now he's in a very good situation to come and get this win here. Lap 15, this fight is really coming to show how amazing these two drivers are and how aggressive they can be. And it really shows how good this racing league is, and the drivers that race in it are as well. High 2003 has been holding on to the lead for a while. Slapstream has been wanting this since lap 1, as he got second place on qualifying, got onto the front row with Mr. BT, who got pole. He had internet issues. He dropped positions. Slapstream is up to first for a while. High 2003 got past before. Slapstream could have got past there. He didn't. Very disappointing, I know. But High 2003 stays ahead. Slapstream stays behind. And everything just seems to be heating up here, as if you can look right into the background, it might be a little bit further away there, and I'm not sure if you'll be able to see here, but on some shots you could be able to see a nice little Alpha Tauri back there. He's just got himself up to third ahead of XD Paco. He's been racing very well recently, and if he can hold onto this podium, this will be a very good podium for AlphaTauri. So, Slapstream still on it. The gap 5 tenths with the DRS once again. He's going to get even closer than before, and these two have been fighting ever since lap 10. If I'm right, these two have been fighting for the lead, and now this is probably the closest Slapstream's got for a while, as the gap is only 5 tenths, and if he can keep this way on the straight, he would like to use it. And onto the straight we go with Slapstream. We're going to watch it specifically from our High 2003's view. We're going to look into his rear mirror. Slapstream pulls to the inside line. Will he be able to make the move? It's wheel to wheel. They make contact with only wheel contact. No front wings banging or anything. But that is what we're getting at here. Is Mr. BT's head of retirement? He's just pulled over to the left or off to the side of the track. He doesn't want to play. He doesn't want to race anymore. His race is over. And now, Lapstream is going to try do as much as he can to get past.
Yeah, that's very true. And earlier, if you ever stopped talking, I was about to say, how is still no one DNF'd?
I thought you still were off. I thought you still were off. I never know.
So, I was going to say, how is no one DNF'd until Mr. BT retired?
Oh yeah. Huh. Why is Ahoy pitting?
Strategy.
Did he get damage?
No.
Just regular strategy. Oh, I mean, down to 6.
It's an overcut, mate.
Actually.
As Leighton will now pull to the right on his teammate. He goes wide, and he's going to make the move done here for Williams. As AHI is all the way back in P6 here, they're going to be in the world of their own. As it stands in the championship, AHI would currently be third. XD Packer would be second, and then Leighton would be first. But everything can still change. They've got pretty old tyres. Some's got old medium, some's got, you know what I mean.
Old everything.
Right. Screaming Crow is almost lapped by Elliot, and both of them have lagged out.
Oh no.
Slapstream in the pits. Leighton isn't. XD Packer isn't either. As he's now going to get in this. Now it's going to be a 1-2 for the Williams team. But it's going to probably change, because how can the mediums can dip in for a long time? Like, yes, maybe there's a hard for 13 laps, but hards are more durable. Mediums, on the other hand, they're in the middle. So everything can still change, as I said again. As AHI is trying to make a move, not really trying to make a move, but is at least catching up here to JD Jong, as he's probably going to make a move maybe down the inside, or maybe a cheeky around the outside. But he's gonna have the speed, he's gonna have the DRS. That mistake actually gave him some space, and it's gonna be side by side. And it's going to be P4 for AHI, and one step closer to the Williams 1-2 pack.
Very good overtake by a high 2003. And Slapstream, he's fell over to the undercut. He pit a lap after a high 2003, and that seemed to work in his favour, as now Slapstream is in 6th, and Ahoy 2003 getting past JD Jong is the best thing he could have done there to separate them.
Yes, and there's currently a fight for P1 here. Both Williams is trying to run away from Jamboy, who's just landed in the pits. AHI's undercut strategy has really helped, because now he's already up into a podium position, and he's only 12 tenths behind. If Leighton and XD Paco pit right now, AHI would be in the lead with probably JD Jong in second. But JD Jong might also pit. So probably Slapstream would be in second.
Slapstream is catching up to the back of JD Jong. JD Jong's on old tyres. Slapstream's on very new tyres. That's the gap that we're looking at here. Slapstream's on 1 lap old. JD Jong's been on those tyres for 12 laps. Very old tyres. And now, with the DRS open down the straight, Slapstream needs this overtake to be done. And that overtake was done very easily as he gets past into P4. Now it's the chase back onto Ahai 2003. It's the fight part 2, the sequel.
It's the orange versus the blue, versus the cyan, and it's going to be a big mix of colours going into P3 here, because there's probably going to be switchback, because these two drivers are fantastic drivers, and they have a great skill to drive about here on this track.
Indeed, yeah. And now I'd like to point out Jamboy and Borderbold have both pit for fresh softs, possibly to the end, I'm guessing, because I don't think he would want to pit on like 25. And I think that was a good idea, you know, staying out on those tyres to pit to the softs was a good idea, and that's probably what the Williams are going to be doing as well, as long as they don't double stack, because if they double stack, then that's going to ruin a lot.
Yes, that's very, very true, and the Williams duo is not fighting anymore, but the Mercedes and the McLaren pack will be starting to fight, because I mean 5/10 separate both drivers going into turn 8. Now 4/10.
Ahai 2003 keeps not Ahai 2003, Imposter Among One. He's been spinning a lot, and in the pits he goes. So he's going to be finishing this race on the soft tyres. Might be wanting to steal the fastest lap. Maybe.
Both Williams are in the pits. So that's AHI in the lead. Sorry.
They're double stacking?
Mm-hmm.
Surely not.
Oh no, XD Paco isn't pitting. My mistake.
I was gonna say for a second, Leighton in the pits. Where's he gonna come out? He's already been passed by both the Mercedes and the McLaren. It's a slow stop here. No, it's not. That's my internet. As the Alpha Tauri gets past, and so does the Alfa Romeo. So look, the Alfa Romeo's been on those tyres for 8 laps, and probably can't bring them to the end, to be honest, because if you bring them to the end, if my calculations are right, those are going to be 14 lap old mediums at the end of that race. He's probably going to be fast.
Slapstream is once again catching up to AHI. XD Paco should pit soon, as AHI now speeds down here and speeds away from the McLaren, who is still trying to get pace and ruthlessly giving chase to the Mercedes driver. And will XD Paco go into the pits? That is the question. No, he isn't. Oh no, he is. He just took the racing line, then just switched on the pit line. That's a bit of a weird strategy, but that's his strategy. As AHI now will go around the final corner, and we'll probably now get P1 here. But the thing is, Slapstream is behind, which can cause, and AHI's got a penalty. If AHI keeps a 3-second gap to Slapstream, which can be really hard to keep because Slapstream is very quick, AHI will get the win. But so far, as it stands, it will be Slapstream winning the race unless he does a mistake.
Yep. I'm not that type of I'm not trying to put a high 2003 in an evil manner. But what if he does a Singapore 2008 or just purposely crashes someone out to like cause a do something? I don't know what it is.
He's not going to do that.
Why don't even mention that? I know. But what if that did happen? Which it probably won't, and it definitely won't. Damn, why do I keep mentioning these stupid things? Anyway, continue.
Okay, as AHI is just about to lap Elliot for the third time, I think, or the second time. Let me check. Yep, second time. Imposter Among One will probably soon get lapped, and Quillian has lagged out of the session. This race has had the least DNFs, I think, in SBS history. How much DNFs were in Mexico? That's the thing.
I think in Mexico, we definitely had more than this. I think like 5 people retired.
So currently this to be one of the most least DNF'd race in, I think, SBS Racing League history, with almost whole grid. Because in Singapore it was chaos because I couldn't stream it. So only 6 drivers finished. It was chaos, absolute chaos.
There's a Mercedes ahead slowing down.
Yeah, that's Imposter Among One. He's about to get lapped.
Blue flags are being waved. Basically, get out the way, or I will smash you into a barrier, is what they're trying to say. I don't know why Imposter Among One is trying to fight off the McLaren here, I'll be fully honest. I think he's just trying to pretend that he's ahead of them. Let's just pretend, for the sake of the stream, that Imposter Among One is fighting for them in the lead.
Nah.
Alright, he's just fully sent it. I think he's just taking the mic at this point. Slapstream and FI 2003. Final 4 laps of this Grand Prix. These two getting awfully close. But only 4 laps left. And anything can happen, and the back markers are also getting in the way. When is the sprint race again?
AHI is skipping away from Slapstream, but Slapstream on the straight, he's got the pace on the straight. That is going to be a crucial thing for McLaren, as he's going to put out to the left, but he's going to back out as Leighton takes P3 on Pellic there. Imposter Among One is still trying to give up a fight on Slapstream, even though he's a lap down. That's a bit of a crazy one, in my opinion. But Slapstream is getting closer and closer. It's now 3/4 tenths of a second between the two. It's gonna be a good 2-off battle here for P1, because this is gonna be amazing. I can tell already.
Very. Now, 5 tenths is the gap. I've said it way too much already, both from before they pit and after they pit. Slapstream's done a lot of work to get himself into this position. I don't think he would want to throw it away at this point, with only 3 laps remaining.
Not at all. Looking at the penalties tab, if AHI gets 1 more penalty, it is possible, if Leighton catches up, it is possible for him to actually be P3, and later would take championship lead. But
oh my god, I'm looking at the Discord general chat. I'm looking at the Discord general chat. What am I saying? General chat. And Freddie, the McLaren, he's not very happy. He's telling him to F off and everything. He's pissing him off.
Slapstream is 4 tenths behind AHI. He is still trying to make a move, but I mean, if he keeps this up, then it's probably going to be already decided, because I mean, AHI AHI has got a penalty, but unless Slapstream will get one. If Slapstream gets one, that's going to change everything. That's going to flip the boards.
Either 3 things can happen in this race. 1, Slapstream takes the win on penalties. 2, both of them get penalties, and Ahai gets passed. Slapstream get passed, or Ahai stays ahead. Oh, there goes the buster on my 1. He's in the barrier. He's out of the race. Oh no.
2 laps left to go. Sorry.
That's at least going to relieve the nerves.
Oh!
What?
AHI's going to be P3.
How?
He's got 6 seconds worth of penalties.
Oh no. That's going to give the championship lead to Leighton.
By 2 points.
Didn't expect that by any means, did any of you, did you?
Maybe even 1, but you never know. On board here with Slapstream, who I think done a mistake. Because how has he dropped so far back already? But the final lap of this race is just about to kick off here. Going into the final corners goes AHI, who we know currently would be in P3. Rounding turn 14, rounding turn 15. So basically around the final hairpin and corner. Down the straight he pops, and he's going to be the final lap of Circuit de Paul Ricard SBS Round 8 race here in France. And I just got a comment, let's check it out. What happened to Mr. BT? I don't know. I don't know what happened. I think he just parked it, and I'm not sure though.
I think he did, yeah. I did see it. I'm pretty sure he just parked it.
For only 2 DNFs. That is not that much for a racing league with lots of chaos. And shockingly, sorry, you go. Oh, okay. And shockingly, there was no rain when earlier it was very cloudy.
Am I the only one who saw Slapstream try to send up the inside?
No.
Maybe.
AHR rounds the last couple of corners going into turn 12, turn 11, into turn 12 now he goes, turn 13, into the right corner, then going into the left of turn 14. Goes next to the pit lane, and around the final corner goes AHI to take P2, even though Slapstream has had a 3-second penalty, but it will go to Slapstream unless Leighton can do something about it, as he's now going to cross the line. He's going to be 3 seconds behind Slapstream, and actually he's going to be 3rd place. And that means AHI will keep his lead in the championship. What a race this was, and this is what I call a good race and clean race. But Sir Robbie's is just DNF'd and just noticed. Wonder what happened. I think he ran wide and crashed into the wall.
Yeah, I can see it on the map now. He's completely run wide.
Yeah, I can see that as well. So, it looks like SBS Bobby will take P9 due to penalties. A-Rise is going to have a big plonk down. Because, my god, 12 seconds. So Riley's just going to get P11, I think. It is possible. But it wasn't the greatest day for Red Bull. It wasn't the greatest day for Ferrari. It wasn't a good day for Alfa Romeo either. It was a kind of okay day for Mercedes, but the best day is probably for Slapstream's McLaren and Williams.
Woo! Race is finished.
And to end things off, who is your driver of the day?
I think Dave.
You say Dave.
Actually, no, it was Jeff. It was Jeff this whole time. Like, if you just peel off Slapstream's skin, you'll see Jeff.
No, but so Slapstream's your driver of the day, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, my driver of the day, it's gonna be a bit of a weird one. You might not expect this, but my driver of the day is actually Quillian. My driver of the day is actually Quillian. He actually was doing very well. He never gave up in the moments he should have. Some people could have given up, and he just went in and tried to fight non-stop every single lap, which I say is a storming drive, an amazing race for the lad, and that's why he should be driver of the day, in my opinion.
In my opinion, I think the reason Slapstream is driver of the day for me, it's just quite simple. He started on the front row, and he made a good comeback. He didn't get past, obviously, but he made a good fight for it, and I can definitely give it to him. He had a really good race.
I agree with that. So thank you guys for watching this SBS round 8 in the French Grand Prix in the circuit Paul Ricard. This was Decent Gaming and Jack. We will see you next time.
Woo! That ends it.